Okay, so here's the answers to the first chance test in MYP1 on areas of various things. So the first question was a rectangle, 7 centimeters wide, 10 centimeters high. So the perimeter is 10 plus 10 plus 7 plus 7. 2 10s, 2 7s, and that adds up to 34 centimeters. The area of a rectangle is just the base times the height, or the height times the base, whichever way you want to look at that. 10 centimeters times 7 centimeters makes 70 centimeters squared are the correct units for an area. Question 3, you've got a triangle, you've got various information about the 3 lengths in the triangle and also the vertical height of the triangle that's perpendicular to the ground. And the perimeter, well, it's just the 3 sides. 5 plus 12 plus 13 makes 30 centimeters. But then the area, well, the area is a half times the base times the vertical height for a triangle. So a half times the 13 times the 4.6. And that gives you 29.9 centimeters squared. The next one is a trapezium. So the perimeter is just the 4 sides added up. 6 plus 5.5 plus 10 plus 5.4. And that comes out to be 26.9 centimeters. But then the area, well, the area is half a plus b times h, meaning the average of the 2 parallel sides. So the 6 plus 10, that's the 2 parallel sides, and then half of that to get the average of them, and then times the height of the whole thing, which is 5. So that comes to be a half times 16 times 5, which comes out to be 40, and that's in centimeters squared because it's an area and the original lengths are all in centimeters. Question 4. Okay, so the perimeter of this parallelogram is just, well, it's 2 10s and it's 2 4s. 10 plus 10 plus 4 plus 4 gives you 28 centimeters. But then the area of a parallelogram is the base times the vertical height. So the 4 centimeter here is irrelevant. All you're interested in is the base and the vertical height. And that's basically because you could take a little triangle off there and stick it over there, and it would make a rectangle. The rectangle would still have a base of 10 and a height of 3.5. So it's basically because the whole thing can be rearranged into a rectangle. So 10 times 3.5 gives you 35, and that's in centimeters squared for an area. Okay, the last one is a hexagon. Well, you can think about splitting this up into 6 triangles. And a hexagon will split up into 6 equilateral triangles. The base of each triangle is 8, and then the height of each triangle, well, it's going to be a half of the 13.9, it's going to be 6.95. Okay, so because the whole thing was a regular hexagon, I mean, I didn't actually explicitly say that it was a regular hexagon, but I certainly made it look like one. So we will take that as read on this occasion, although that's not something you should generally take as read. So, well, starting off with the perimeter, 6 times 8, because you've got 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. 6 times 8 is 48 centimeters. So the area of a triangle is a half times the base times the height. So a half times the base of 8 times the height of each triangle is 6.95, and then times 6, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So that's 6 triangles that all have an area of 27.8. A half times 8 times 6.95. So that gives you, in total, 6 times 27.8, 166.8 centimeters squared.